Hi, this is Adrian. I go Capricorntigtress of Astrology, a look inside. And I just wanted to come and make a quick video and just shoot the breeze and run my mouth. You know, it's funny. I just felt like I want to make videos of everything as I go through everything. I was listening to another astrologer talk about what's going to be happening for Capricorn over the course of the next couple of years. And it was really interesting because I'm in the midst of the things she's discussing. I'm a Capricorn whose sun is at 14 degrees and whose rising is at 17 degrees. And so Saturn is officially conjunct my sun, aspecting from the 12th. And Pluto is contact or conjunct my ascendant in the 1st, separating. It's been hard. Everything that you would imagine would occur with Pluto on the ascendant has occurred, pretty much. Everything that you would think would occur with the sun hitting or Saturn hitting its own sun in its own house for the first time in 28 years, it's happening. I've talked about how my husband one day suddenly decided he didn't love me anymore and wanted to end the marriage. It was devastating because it was unexpected. And that's because of, I guess, the Uranus, you know, and the communication house. Conjunct my nadir, by the way, by about 10 degrees at that time. But as each day progresses, not only am I aware that I predicted this back in the summer, I literally told him it was going to happen. I told him even that he was going to, that, you know, he could start liking someone at his job or someone that he saw probably at the bar. There's a possibility that an ex came back. There's all kind of stuff that was going on. I never felt secure in my relationship or marriage at all after, maybe even before he came in May. He came in May, but I felt like I lost him in April, if that makes sense. Okay. And for sure, over the summer, like I would say somewhere between July to September, I definitely lost his interest. Now, I have made videos about that, about the relationship and the marriage and yada yada. Part of the problem isn't that I think I lost him. I feel like I never had him. He was never really truly my husband. We married, but he never committed. He's a commitment phobe. He was 50 some years old before he married me. And although we married, there was never, ever, ever any secure or definitive plan to move me there. There was never a place to move me to. I remember I would cover it up very much when his friends from England would ask me if I was coming to visit, or why have I been there yet, or when I would be there. And I would just cover it up and say things like, well, it's cheaper for him to come to see me, which it was. But most of the problem was that there was nowhere for me to go to. He didn't have his own place. And going and paying for a hotel in England would have been astronomical. I don't have money like that. It would cost him like $1,000 to come see me. It would cost me $5,000 to go see him. So that's why, you know, if there had been a home to go to or an apartment even, that would have been great. Since I have my own place, it was always more convenient for him to come here. And I never questioned it. So, you know, it's funny. As this month progresses on, because we're almost a month in now. Believe it or not, it's been 2 weeks. Almost. Yeah, it has been 2 weeks. As this progresses forward, and it's apparent now that no matter what happens, I would, you know, I'm done. Wow. Could never trust that person again. You know what I mean? The one thing I thought we had, even though we didn't have money or even the togetherness I thought we were working toward, was that we had a commitment to each other and a friendship that I thought was going to last through thick and thin. I am shocked that someone would leave you because you texted them a flame. It's not like you sat there and had a conversation with them and cursed them out. It's not. I never got that opportunity, and that is what frustrates me even now. But I am learning to move on from that, because I know that for whatever reason that is used, it was really already written in the stars. It was inevitable. It was the best thing. It was best for him, best for me. I think our souls hopefully will be able to grow now. And I'm wondering if I would have been able to grow. There's something I never talk about, and I don't know if he even remembers that I told him, but my husband is born under a day where it says distinctly that his wife would die. I always wondered if subconsciously that's why he never married, is that he has a thing in his chart that kills off his wives. And not that he would do it necessarily, although the psychic said he would. But I don't think that's the point. I think it's that because of a certain energy that is needed to maintain that relationship. I mean, I was 5,000 miles away, and I was so depleted. The last couple of weeks I was with the guy, I was just laid up on the sofa, recovering from being in the hospital. And I think a lot of that is because of the dark feel, like a negativity. It was weird because I couldn't figure out where the negativity was coming from, because he always seemed so affable and quiet and reserved. But now that we're apart, I realize that I have my own negativity and he had his. That's his own. I mean, he's an alcoholic, or at least a guy that drinks every day. And so there's something going on there that is too dark for me to fix. And it's not my job to entertain or fix someone every day anyway. It's not my job. It's not the job title for a wife, is to keep someone entertained. And it's not their job for me either. But I do have my own darkness because of the heaviness of Saturn. I'm just very real, down to earth. I don't hide. I've got my sun on the Ascendant. I think the biggest problem that people have with me is that I'll keep it 100 and I'll say exactly what it is I wanted to say. And they'll get mad at me thinking there's more. Well, no, that was it. There is no more. I mean, I'm 100. I got it off my chest. I said what I had to say. I did what I had to do, or whatever. I'm not hiding in that way. And so I think it throws people off who wear masks, because most people wear a mask. Even my mask is there for everyone to see. Like, if I didn't have long blonde hair yesterday and I got long blonde hair today, I'm wearing something different than I did yesterday, right? So, even that is visible. Like, it's not in my chart to hide that way. I want to, but I can't, because even my Neptune is right on the midheaven. So everyone knows when I'm doing fantasy. Like, I'll be known probably as the psychic astrologer, or the intuitive astrologer, or the mystic, or they used to call me the oracle back when I had the group on MSN. I'm going to be known for being Neptunian. Now, I might be known now for being Neptunian because I got, shysted over by the guy I married I met him online. I thought we had a decent marriage, and who knows what that guy got going. I mean, hell, I don't even know if I'm really married. He could be anybody. That's the thing about online relationships. 5 years, and I couldn't tell you if anything about him is anything. I think he's the guy I fell in love with. I'll never know. And so that's what that Neptune up there means, is that it could also mean that this person could be thinking something so far out of the box about me that I have no clue, right? I have no clue what that person is thinking, because I've had zero communication, so I don't know. But I know it's all like a mystery. The whole thing is just a mystery. But regardless, it's for the best. And I keep thinking that everything is happening. What is it? Every day in every way, my life just keeps getting better and better. In every day, in every way, I keep getting better and better. In every day and in every way, my business keeps getting better and better. In every day and in every way, everything about my life is getting better and better. And if that means that I have to lose the man I thought was the love of my life so I can find the love of my life, then I'm willing to do it to find the real love of my life. I don't want fake. I don't want make pretend. I mean, I'm a Capricorn with Capricorn Rising. I need everything in reality. I need to touch and to feel and to caress and to kiss. I need to be with an actual physical person. And I was willing to not have that for the moments I was with that person, for love. Because Neptune on the midheaven will make you do many, many, many things for love. But once I realized that the component of love wasn't being reciprocated, my love died. I mean, it's different. It's gone. It's like a love that you have for someone that passed away, or because now the person I was in love with, I believe, was a fantasy and never existed. And so I had to put him to rest, like literally. He's gone. He's passed away. So that's how I look at it. And that means I guess I'm going to be back on the market and everything, because I'm moving on. Like that's done. Someone tells you they don't love you, you believe them. Okay? Okay. I believe him. He does not love me. And according to that psychic, he never did. So there was always that doubt throughout most of the entire marriage. Because something happened on the second day of the marriage. We basically should have ended it immediately. It was doomed. But I even told him that. We had this thing. I had told him we shouldn't have gotten married to the following May. And we had decided on a certain day that maybe if we did that one day in September, it might be okay. But we literally got married on the most fateful day for marriage in over 200 years. It was the worst day for marriage. Literally, I read up on it. And I told him this. It said that we would have a loveless marriage. And I remember saying to him on numerous occasions, you said you would love me. I don't want a loveless marriage. I can't tolerate a loveless marriage. I have Mars and Leo in the 7th house. And I've got I've got the North Node in Cancer. Highly emotional in the 7th house. I'm supposed to be like this with my husband. And I thought I had that. No. You can never have this if one person's not there. Then you're just holding on for dear life by yourself. And that's what happened. And the more I held on for dear life, the more it pushed him away, because he was feeling like he was under stress or under duress or needed freedom, and he kept drinking and going out and partying. And who knows what that man has done? I don't know that guy. I don't know this guy anyway. No clue. Okay? No clue. These things happen. I've been reading up on this and watching videos on this, and I am not placing blame. He just woke up one day, had an epiphany, and realized he was probably someone else. Or maybe an old love came back. Or maybe, he said he was homeless. He was desperate, so he needed to move in with somebody who's a female so he can survive. Whatever the situation, it's no longer my problem. It's no longer, I'm not even going to worry about that at all. And a good Christmas present would be someone helping me to pay for my divorce. Or me making enough money to pay for it myself, because I don't think he'll have enough, and that's worrisome. So anyway, I just wanted to give an update on myself and my life and everything that's going on, because I am chronicling everything. I feel like I have to. It's too unique. It was so on point with everything that was indicated astrologically, psychically, everything I've read, everything that was predicted by every psychic I've ever talked to. It was amazing. And it could be because he has Taurus Rising and I have Capricorn Rising. I mean, we are who we are, even though his sun is in the 12th and he's got Gemini in that first house. And but we both were in love with love. Neptune very high in his chart. Neptune on my midheaven by birth. And one day you wake up and you realize, oh, that person isn't there. I remember that person, but I don't feel or see that person anymore. And it's a freaky experience, I can tell you that. I don't know if anyone else has been through anything like this, but it's freaky, because you're pining away for the person that doesn't exist. It was a fallacy. It was part of a facade that someone was wearing. And you can look for that person, but even they probably don't know how to get back to that person anymore. I'm sure he's taken on a new persona, maybe even in a new relationship, maybe not, maybe in a depression, maybe, who knows, because whatever it is, it's on a different path completely in a matter of a few weeks than the path we were on together a few weeks ago. And if I'm honest, I will realize that I've been on a new path myself with my astrology business. I started reaching out to others, and it became a vital thing for me to do. And I love it. I love what I do, and I hope that I can continue to improve with what I do, and continue to help people with what I do, and that I continue to get insights from what I do, because I feel like I get divine insight. I will learn to listen to that insight more, and to follow my own intuition more, and to not feel guilty for standing up for my own self, for my own rights, for my own joy, and for my own happiness. I was willing to put my happiness second to someone else's. And what did they do? They chose something other than me. So never put your happiness before someone else's, because they may not be willing to do the same. You gotta look after you. If you don't look after you and they're not looking after you, who's looking after you? So that's, why I'm saying everything that's happening is for my highest good, for all of our higher good. It's all positive. And I'm growing and learning, and this is building up my compassion and my heart chakra and my forgiveness. It's opening my heart for real love, right? I feel like I thought I had real love, but you can't be in love by yourself. You really can't. And so now, since I'm filled with such a desire to love, I've got, that North Node Cancer activated, with North Node and Cancer sitting on it right now in the 7th house of other people. I must reach out to others. People think, oh, she's reaching out for attention. Screw attention. I don't care. I'm reaching out for the interaction. Okay? Because I live a solitary life, and my interaction is mostly online, and those people that I help. And so the more people I assist, the more people I reach out to, the more people I add into my life, the fuller my life becomes. And the more I can touch others, and the more my life has meaning. And so I will continue on this journey, and I will reach out and help as many who reach out to me. And I am thankful for that opportunity. I'm thankful for all of this entire opportunity to grow, to master this situation. The visit from my dead mother, I feel like my psychic intuition has increased 1,000-fold. It's all been for my highest good, and I'm positive this is all happening for his highest good as well. And with that, I will just say namaste, much love, much light, many blessings, many good vibes, good feelings, the purity of love and light. May it be bestowed upon all of you. So I wave my magic amethyst and send love and peace and light your way. Much love and light to all.